Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. Bodangles 247. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2020 N by Recover Tactical. Let's get into it. All right guys, so here it is, the 2020 N stabilizing kit by Recover Tactical. Now, what you get out of the box is gonna be an Israeli made glass reinforced polymer chassis system. And you know, the polymer is basically the same material Glock frames are made out of. So, you know, it's really nice seeing that when you put your weapon into this, the chassis system is made out of the same material. Now, what makes this really cool is it's completely modular and you're able to fit various types of Glocks within this. It fits up to 40 different types of Glocks. Now, it's gonna be up to you to go to the website and figure out if your Glock is compatible, but this system should fit most full-size frame Glocks. All right guys, once on the site, you can click here and then you can just scroll through all the various different types of Glocks that the 2020 N is compatible with. Basically every Glock 17, every Glock 19, the 19X, 22s, 23s, 24s, 31s. I mean, the list keeps going on. All right guys, so the installation process is super simple. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna decide whether or not you wanna run your own red dot or the charging handles that are provided. Now you have the option of a high profile charging handle or the low profile charging handle. And basically all you're doing is just switching out this top part that has the bar with something that does not have a bar. All right, so what I'm gonna be doing is we're gonna be running the high profile charging handle. So what we'll do is we'll slip the bottom piece on first, then the top piece. The top piece just slides over your iron sights, just like so, and it will clamp down. It's almost like a clamshell style, you know, setup. Next, we'll take the nuts, we'll stick them in these holes right here, and I'm gonna take the big nut for the chassis, and I'm gonna cover those holes while I put the screws in, just so I'm not losing those nuts or the screw. It makes it a little bit easier. You know, like when I first set this up, like I was losing the nuts on the bottom. So quick little fix for you guys. All right, we'll do the next one. All right, once we have that installed, we're just gonna set our Glock to the side for now, and we're gonna install the rail. Now, you're gonna have to open this up a little bit, but you're gonna have to install the rail before you put your Glock in the chassis system, because you're not gonna be able to get it. All right, so on the rail, like you have a little nub, and you're just going to be sticking it into the back here, and it should just click into place once you got it, just like so. And you just want to make sure that this is flush with the frame right here. All right, so now what we're going to do is same thing. There's a nut on the back side of this. I'm just going to hold it with my finger. I'm going to put the screw in, and then this is going to be a little bigger Allen key. We're just going to tighten that down as tight as we can get without going too far. All right, so now I'm going to collapse the buttstock. You can only put your weapon in the chassis system with the stock fully closed. If you have it open, you're not going to be able to open this at all. So you want to make sure that's fully depressed. Open this guy up, and then right here is where your Glock slides into place, like the frame. All right, so get this up, slides right into place. Close that back on top of it, and we'll use the big screw. Put that in there, get the big Allen key. We're gonna screw that in all the way. And basically what you're looking for here is you don't want any gaps on the bottom of this frame. All right, so there's a seam right here, and if you have a gap, that's not good. Basically, the whole system's structural integrity will be diminished if you have a gap here, so definitely be checking that. All right, so next we're gonna put on the little magazine holder, and the magazine holder, it has a little button, and it's just gonna slide right on here, and it should click into place just like that. All right, now for myself, I like running a little bigger sight on the front rail here. So my extra sight is I have a 5010 or 510 C from Hollow Sun, and that's what I've been running on this bad boy. All right, so there you have it. That's how you install it. All right, guys, so the 2020N has a lot of different applications this could be applied for. The one that rings the most to me is using this as a bag gun or like a truck gun, you know, something to where I could easily fold this down, stuff it in a backpack, and take off. If you guys hike and find yourselves in secluded areas, but you always have a bag, this would be something I would recommend for you. Hiking 20 miles with an appendix holster just doesn't sound that appealing to me. This is way more appealing, so I would definitely recommend it to all you people that hike out there. Now, another application is, it's not really like an application per se, but I think if say you already have the pistol, but you cannot afford, you know, to go out and spend money on a $2,000 Daniel Defense rifle, this would get you into rifle type shooting for under $300, which is, you know, the cost, you know, the cost is, you know, definitely in favor of buying this as opposed to, you know, going out there and spending all your hard-earned money on a Daniel Defense rifle. Especially like for all you new shooters out there, like you guys don't need to be going out and, you know, spending $2,000, $3,000 on a rifle. If you already probably have the pistol, this is something that I would look at, you know, maybe upgrading to get used to, you know, holding something like a rifle if you haven't held a rifle, and then, you know, going from there. And as you're, you know, progressing, start saving up for all those parts for your rifle. All right, guys, so my range day experience was actually pretty awesome. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I got to the range, you know, how I'd actually like this setup, but I actually liked it a lot. And I think too, having this rail here and having the sight mounted forward instead of running my optic back here, it just allows you to get a better, you know, sight picture when you're bringing the weapon up to your, you know, eyes. Like, I don't feel like I'm having to strain as opposed to like down here. Like, I feel like I'm having to strain. And, you know, I zeroed it at 50 yards, and once zeroed, I was hitting steel at 50 yards, and I mean, I don't really train, you know, hitting steel at 50 yards, just pistol alone. So, I mean, being able to hit, you know, 50 yards with a pistol on this platform is incredible, and I definitely can't say enough about my experience. Like, I had a lot of fun. All right, guys, so we came to the part where I tell you my pros and cons. All right, so I'll start with my pros first. The pros is this is super easy to set up. It took me about 5 minutes to put this all together and set it up how I want it. So that's definitely a plus. You know, I think my ARs take me maybe like an hour or so, just depending on like what I have to like put on it. So, I mean, 5 minutes is definitely a huge increase of save time. Another pro is how easy this shoots. I mean, this shoots like a rifle. It's super stable, and you know, another pro is it's compact. You know, like I said, like you can fit this in a backpack, and I really like that about this. Now, I have two cons, and The first one is with the slide release. They do have this cutout right here for the slide release, but for me, it's just hard for me to like get my thumb up there to like flick it. I almost have to turn it sideways and go in like this and then flick it. So, I would almost like to see like some sort of, I don't know, like charging handle right here, because like what I've been doing is like it locks back and I just been hitting the slide and sending it home like that, so it'd kind of be cool if they put like a side, like a charging handle right here, or like a little bar that comes out to where I could just, flick it with my, left hand instead of like coming all the way up at the top, but that's just like a minor thing. Another con is the magazine holder. Now the magazine holder, it's super stiff, and when you're going for like speed reloads and stuff, it's just, you really have to jerk it out of there. Awkward. Yeah, so you have to really get it going out of there. So I'd almost like to see like, I don't know, like a little button here to like release it faster or something. But honestly, I'm just kind of like nitpicking, stuff I would maybe like to see. But other than that, like this is a really good, piece of gear, and I actually enjoyed shooting it because I've never shot anything like this before at all. I've never tried anything like this. I always see the videos, but I'm just like, I'm not really too sure about that, but I would definitely use this as a backpack gun, something I could go on a hike with. All right, guys, so depending on what setup and what options you choose, they do have an option for an outside the waistband holster. Me in particular, I didn't really like this that much, but there is a purpose for this. Say when you do have your bag gun, this actually works as a trigger guard. So you just slide it over and it actually covers the trigger. So you could run this, condition 1 inside your bag, and on the paddle side of it, you could kind of have a system to where it's like tied to your bag to where, when you pull this out, it releases and you're able to, engage. At the time of this video, you have two options. You have a $99 option, which is just a stabilizing brace, or a $189 option, which is the stabilizing brace plus all the accessories. You get the holster, you'll get a mag holder, a rail, a sling, basically everything you need to get on the range and start shooting. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody that you think would want the 2020N. And as always, stay safe, stay lethal. We'll see you later.